Hello and welcome to Waste Breakfast, where we'll discuss everything governance, self-health, mental health, and of course, entertainment. My name is Gospiti Isera, and I'm here with my amazing co-anchors, Joy and Oni. Hi guys.
Hi guys. Good morning.
See this one?
Twins.
No. She's not still twinning us.
Not twins.
Because, bro, why is it that we actually, if you've been with us since on Monday, you understand that me and Oni have literally been wearing the same thing. Should I tell you the truth? We don't even tell ourselves what to wear. Do you get? But I don't know, one way or the other, we just know that today, let's just put on this. And today, me and Oni is actually putting on black, like black or free.
Hey, look at Joy.
This nigga came here with a black and red.
What's not clicking, Joy? Joy, what is not clicking?
I have a response to that.
What?
And my response to that to both of you is, for those our audience, if you've been following us with our book review,
you are the sheep.
Yes, in the book review of the podcast, we said conceal your intention.
Whatever.
I cannot.
What's intention?
I can't list out my intention to you guys. I just have to
rest in Jesus'
stand
name.
out. Amen.
Stand out and be the black wolf.
I beg you.
Wow, it's
I wasn't on the set.
Black wolf. Not even a sheep. She's a wolf.
Oh my God. How are you, Amy? How you doing?
I'm great, lovies, and I'm excited for today.
Abby.
We do have a good topic.
Come on. How about you, Joy? How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm excited. Happy International Women's Day.
Oh, yeah.
To all the beautiful, intelligent, smart, and amazing ladies and women in the world.
Yes.
It's a great privilege to be a lady and a woman. I think I'm happy about that. And I don't want to change that.
So who do you want to shout out to? Like the woman that you see?
Shout out to all those women who still stand strong and resilient. Man, you're the real G. Shout out to you all.
So
and keep standing strong.
No special person?
Don't worry, all of you are special. I can't stand me.
How about you?
Everybody's special.
No, special shout out to you, mommy.
I
love you.
It must always be that.
You must love you.
My one and only role model. The strongest woman I do know.
Come on.
Period.
Same here. So yes, today we'll be discussing the topic, do cyberbullies crave attention or struggle with self-esteem? But before we even go into that discussion, right, let's take a moment to catch up on the latest headline around the globe. Please stay with us. You're still watching Waste Breakfast. I'll be taking you on a journey across the African continent through the lens of The Punch, a leading newspaper based in Nigeria. The major headline reads, outrage as bandits kidnap 280 pupils from Kaduna schools. Teacher says gunmen invaded primary, secondary schools after morning assembly. Kidnapped over 280 pupils, workers. Governor visits schools, premises pupils rescue. Jamaatul Nasiri Islam, Parents Teacher Association, Amnesty International condemn attack. And above the masthead, Tinubu suspends Rural Electrification Agency boss, directors over alleged 1.2 billion fraud. Representative demand 2024 budget review over forex crisis. We Crave philanthropy, dedication to gospel exemplary. This was stated by Adeboye. At the bottom of the newspaper, we have recover 5 trillion naira unremitted ministries, departments, and agencies taxes. Representative tell Federal Inland Revenue Service. Kaduna plane crash, pilot escape death, air chief others probed. Lastly, minimum wage, workers differs. Governors want revenue sharing reviewed. And that's all the headline for the Punch newspaper. Now, the headline that piqued my interest is the major headline as usual. That reads, outrage as bandits kidnap 280 pupils from Kaduna schools. So we already know what's going on with the whole Kaduna looting, warehousing, right? Now, what's the recent happening? This happened yesterday, Thursday. We have 2 different schools, a primary and a secondary schools. The pupils are actually kidnapped by bandits. Yes. Now, I don't even know if I should say those are on youths, but let me rest my case, right? Let me not drag anybody this morning. But about 280 pupils, including their teachers and workers, were kidnapped. And it's actually it's a very sad thing to say. I mean, it's a mourning, this is mourning, and this is literally what I am seeing as the major headline. I don't even know how to feel, but it's okay. Let's hear your headline, Oni.
Wow, I mean, that was a crazy one. But over here, I'll be moving away from the African continent to an international spectrum, and I'll be taking my today's news from the Daily Mail. So right here for the major headlines of the Daily Mail, we have, not for decades has the world felt so dangerous, yet the budget didn't give an extra penny to defense. Now, as a major report warns, the military faces a 29 billion black hole. The military says, don't leave our country defenseless. We then have what happened when Nana Aku took the North Face quiz about racism in Great Outdoors. And least but not last, we have now woman at the heart of Honor's sex text scandal is suspended. And obviously, as we can see, the major headline that stands out to me today is the major headline, which states, don't leave our country defenseless. And what this is pretty much saying is that Britain has a credible plan, or Britain has no credible plan to fund the armed forces the country wants. The military is facing a record shortfall between what is expected and what the Ministry of Defenses can afford, leaving the country reliant on allies at the time of escalating global threats. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. It's just saying that Britain doesn't have enough money to fund the armed force, so now they have to rely on allies in this time of global crisis, which is kind of concerning. Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, I mean, she actually gave me a brief on that, and trust me when I say it is actually normal for people to feel like that. I mean, when you have to now depend on other persons for survival, you definitely start feeling defenseless and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's heartbreaking somehow.
Yeah. So
So
I always love
Joy,
to be independent. I don't know, right from scratch.
You know,
Like,
Just the odd one.
no, for real.
of course, I mean, who
Right
doesn't
from when
want
I
to
was
be
a
independent?
little girl, I've always loved being myself. I've always wanted to. My mom could attest to that. I'll tell her that I want to work and make my own money.
Period.
Well, in terms of war, I mean, apart from independence, you do need allies. I mean,
Sure,
you do
Well,
need
that's
support.
true. That's true.
definitely.
That's
Yeah.
correct. Anyways.
Well, you
Alright,
can't
Joy,
just
let's-
rely on your allies, so that's just
That's the thing.
that's
Okay,
the
the
issue.
point. More reason
Yeah.
why you need to be
Be on your own
independent.
somehow, you know. Joy, let's hear your headline, please.
All right, and still on the international space, I will be gathering you this morning from the Guardian newspaper. And the Guardian newspaper from the United Kingdom reads as thus. The major headline says, U.S. to build ports on shore of Gaza to allow aid deliveries. And at the top left, we have breakup anthem, Ariana Grande's new album. And also beside that, I have Angela Sani, Why History Shows Patriarchy is Far from Inevitable. And down to the mid left, I have Moods £8 million payment to maintain Swadi's deal. And at the mid right, I also have PM's plan could blow £40 billion hole in finances. And at the bottom right, I have Killed Women Count Project, highlights toll and tragedy of male violence. And that's in page 10 to 11 of the Guardian newspaper in the United Kingdom. Now, for me, the story that is sticking out to me here is in sync with the International Women's Day, which is celebrated today, the Friday, 8th of March, 2024. This story of that is actually at the bottom right, that says Killed Women Count Project, highlights toll and tragedy of male violence. And the story says that throughout 2024, there's a report that every woman that has been allegedly killed by a man joined on the work of campaigns such as Counting Dead Women and Femicide Census and Killed Women. Now, it says that in recent years, specifically in 2024, a woman has been killed by a man every 3 days in the UK on an average, and yet most of the story have gone unheard. And in my head, God. Okay, so first off, I want to start with, I wish everyone who has literally lost their life due to male violence a good rest in peace. May your soul absolutely rest in peace. But at the same time, I don't want to say some things that are very insightful because it's pretty annoying. I mean, I wish my production crew could show you the pictures on the screen. You could see women of 35 years, 22 years, 21 years being killed just between the space of January and February alone. This is March, and this is like, okay, thank you very much. We have Alison who died on the 5th of January, and she's aged 53 years rather. There's so many of these people that are dying. I have another one who is Sam Valerie. She's aged 12 years, 44. She died at the age of 44. She died on February 12th. This is 3rd of March. That's like 1 week ago. This is nice. Oh, God. Okay, so me, I feel like I needed to take like 1 second of silence to do this because, no, we are celebrating International Women's Day today. And the theme of the International Women's Day says inclusion for all. We are not, see, the female gender are not here to fight you. Everybody's here to find a hustle. You can't keep because of you're angry or something, and then the next thing you want to do is throw a punch, pick your knife, pick a gun, and then we are having RIPs like these, 68, 53, 22. It is heartbreaking. It is really, really heartbreaking. And when I saw this story, I was a bit moved to tears. I was really, really a bit moved to tears. We need to do better in the world, not just this country alone, in the entire world. Can we just find a space to give women a voice? We're not here to take your birthright as the head of the family or whatever it is you think you are. We are ready to give it our authority, but please, and please, they're already hitting me because I'm pained. They're already hitting me here, but I'm pained.
Can you imagine this human being?
Please, men, do
Why is she
better.
snitching though?
Please do better. Because at the end of the day, we'll still come and marry you people. So please.
Wahala.
I don't mind anybody that will beat
Hey.
me. If he beats me, I don't want to take again.
So yes, as you can see that things are actually happening globally. So I'll literally be still doing a shout out to women out there. Women, men supporting women. It's a wonderful thing, and continue
for all
to
you
work,
do,
you know.
yeah.
So yes, we're going on a short break, and when we come back, get ready to shake the stable. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. Today we'll be discussing on the topic, do cyberbullies crave attention or struggle with self-esteem? Remember, you can join this conversation by either sending us an SMS or a WhatsApp message to 081 80 38 4663. I repeat, 081 80 38 4663. So yes. I'm actually ready for this conversation. Because you see those people that used to drag people online. Get ready, you now what two go talk. The three of us are going, we are coming for you.
We shall drag you.
We are going to drag you. That is to drag people. You understand? Jesus Christ. I mean, because I feel like these people on this, or like this would actually sit down and they carry their phone and they keep typing. I don't know. I don't know how you do it, because the truth is, if you come to face to face with those persons you actually insult online,
You probably can't say.
I rest my case on that.
You probably can't say it with your chest, you know.
Oh my God. So yes, let's start with Joy. So what do you think about today's topic? Do cyberbullies crave attention? Like the main thing is, why do you think people cyberbully? You know?
Okay, so cyberbullying is actually a thing that has been going on for years, but apparently it's becoming
More
it's literally now eating into the fabrics of the society.
Yeah, I think due to social media.
So much, especially with the expansion of social media, the emergence of it, and how it's populating the entire population of the country, not just the country, the world
It's global,
at large.
I don't think there's any country
it's
that
a global
that
syndrome. I mean, it's really, really a global syndrome. Now, cyberbullying, to me, all cyberbullies, majority of them are doing it to crave attention. not just crave attention, they also do it as a means of getting back at you. Maybe there's something there's a line that needs to be drawn, or there's an action that needs to be carried out, and they're not happy with it, and they know that the only means is to troll you on social media, on the internet space, because they know what, everybody that is in the world are literally like almost jobless, or you just want to find the next interesting gist online that you want to talk about. And the thing that people don't know is, I tell people a lot, it's not everything you see, you discuss, or you comment. You don't know the story behind it. And that's my problem with the emergence of social media. I'm a graduate of communication, so I could tell you for a phrase that in journalism or in any reporting, you don't just spill a story out if you've not heard from both parties. You literally have to listen to the both parties to get the story of party A, party B, and then you come to a neutral point and then spill out the story and say, this is what has happened. But in the line of this is what party A says, this is what party B says. And not just coming from a one-man-sided story and you're putting it out online, and people who don't even have the luxury of time to even try to do an investigation on something will start trolling. And it's going to literally be at the detriment of the other person. A lot of times, we just do these things most of the times, we just do it for fun, or because somebody is doing it and it's trending. I have a problem with some trends. And I can give you some cases in Nigeria of cyberbullying that has occurred. But you know what? Let me calm down and rest today. You have a lot to say, so let me wait for you.
I don't think you've actually landed the main point. Why do you think they actually cyberbully?
I said that they literally cyberbully for fun. That's one thing I've noticed. Not just for fun. One, it's for fun. Two, it's for revenge. Most of the time, they want to get back at the person they are bullying, so they'll just have to be anonymous and then come out in the open because they can't face you. Like Oni said, they can't face you face to face. They don't have a voice. They don't have the chest to spill it out to you. So they go on the online where they know that it will be more detrimental to you, more emotional to you, and stick into you. Do you get it? So it's most times for fun, most times for revenge, and most times just because we are bored. Let's do something new.
So yeah, I think I agree with you. Yeah, although not 100%, but. Kind of, and I think that's the truth, really, because most people actually do this whole cyberbullying thing for fun. Do you get?
Exactly.
And that's the reason why I'm bringing. I like the fact that Oni is saying it because I'm actually bringing the question back to her. So yes, I mean, I feel like you have special experiences from this whole cyberbullying thing.
Yeah, I do.
You know,
yeah, I do.
please just
so, no, first of all, I'm just gonna start off by obviously saying my stance on the question and giving. So just in case obviously everyone knows what cyberbullying is, but in case we don't know, let me give a quick definition. So cyberbullying is the use of technology to harass, threaten, embarrass, or target other people. And to me, the main cause of cyberbullying, or the main reasons why I feel people cyberbully, is based on insecurity, a perception of powerlessness, a need of control, or just being rewarded for bullying. And this also leads back to the topic of yesterday. I mean, bullying is also, this could also be caused by parenting styles. And I talked about two parenting styles yesterday in specific. We have the neglectful parents and then the authoritative parents.
Okay.
Yeah, so those two type of parents, obviously, they pretty much raise kids who are depressed, who are rebellious, facing anxiety, have anger issues, aggression issues. So this also adds to the bullying. And what I just have to say about cyberbullying is that I feel in order for somebody to actually cyberbully, I mean, you must have a problem within you. The problem is actually starting. The problem is actually starting from you. Okay. And I was saying this based on my personal experiences. Okay. So, do you guys want to hear?
Sure.
We all want to hear.
Why are we here if not for the gist?
Okay, so I'm going to take you guys back to, I think this was, if not 2016, 2017. So I was schooling in Canada, Calgary to be precise. I attended a private school in Okotoks part of Calgary, and it was called Strathcona Twismute School. And here's the story. So I think my 9th year in that school, there was this girl who was just, I would say she was quite jealous of me, or at least I felt she was jealous of me because there was literally no reason for her to pick on me, but obviously it is what it is. So back then I think it was just one of these random nights. So obviously I get back home from school, blah blah blah. So I do my thing, right? So I'm literally on my social media and I'm just posting as usual. And then this girl goes out of nowhere. She sends me a snap. So I'm just going to read exactly what the snap says. So, like, we honestly have evidence, I would say. So I don't know if it could be put up on the screen by our production team. But so pretty much in one of the snaps, the first snap she sent me replying to my story was that you are an annoying black girl and nobody likes black people, especially the fat ones. That's the first thing she said to me. And then she went on to say that I'd be ashamed to have that type of skin. It's hideous. She then proceeds to say that I should be harming myself because I'd be ashamed to have that type of skin and that I look like a monkey who's from Ethiopia.
Wow.
So, yeah, so these chats were quite crazy, and it actually got on the news. It was on CBC. If you go on CBC and you Google racist online chats between school students in Strathcona Twidsmill, like you see like the whole news.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you don't blow like this.
I don't blow. but also, because of this whole instance, I did have to relocate from Calgary
down to somewhere else.
to Houston.
Oh my
But
God.
so here's the whole story. I mean, like, there was literally no reason for this girl to actually be bullying me. And time after, like, when the news actually, went online and, like, carried on really far, I found out that she actually had a couple self-esteem and insecurity issues, and I mean, she did end up in a mental asylum. So that's just to say that, I mean, like, people don't just, go out of their way to, like, be mean to people. I mean, like, you must have, like, an issue within you. Like, you must have, like, a problem, like, within you for you to just, get up and decide to attack anybody. Because, like, with this story, I promise you, I did not say anything to this girl. I wasn't even speaking to this girl. I mean, like, she just came and attacked me. And why? I'm pretty sure she wanted to feel dominance over me or some sort of, like, power or, like, feel good about herself. So, in terms of, do cyberbullies, crave attention or have low self-esteem, I would say yes. Yes, they do. Because this could only have been an act of attention, of trying to, like, like, get noticed or, like, maybe, like, be popular, quote unquote. I mean, like, so it was just really weird. So, like, that's just one of the stories. I mean, I could go on to say many more, but let's just continue with the chat and have, like, an all-rounder.
So, yes, I mean, I would actually, with everything she said, I would actually want to also share something with us, right? Because, I mean, there's this popular Twitter guy. Everybody know him, Daniel Riha. Yeah, so, and I actually want, some people actually ask him, because now, what he does, is he cyberbullying or is he giving an advice? So I want to know, to what extent do we actually say this one na cyberbully, and to what extent do we say, oh, this is just an advice, or probably he is just being concerned, So there's one of the one of his tweets where he was talking about Timini and Zubi. Everybody knows Zubi Michael. Yeah. Okay, our UK babe don't know.
Sorry, she's.
Our UK babe don't know who Zubi Michael is.
Sorry, international babe.
Sorry.
Don't tie me down now.
Sorry, international spectrum.
So yes, let me quickly read out what he said about Timini and Zubi. So he said Timini isn't a better actor than Zubi Michael. He's only privileged to be starred in a lot of cinema, movies, and blockbusters. Hence, his massive popularity. Zubi literally kills every movie role, but same cannot be said for Timini. This comparison is a disrespect to Zubi. No offense. So now, look, there are two things I want to say. First of all, me personally, I actually think he's right. Because Zubi actually started way back, even before Timini came on play. You get me? And I feel like Timini represents more of the Gen Zs. I don't know. I feel like he's a Gen Z Pro Max. Do you get? I don't know. Okay, even if he's a millennial, but he still has more of the Gen Z vibes in him. You feel me? So he's just like Hello Zenam now. You know Hello Zenam. Yeah. So there are many of them that are quite young, or maybe they are older, but they look quite young, and we can actually associate them to ourselves. Unlike Zubi has actually been, that guy is up to 40-something right now. You feel me? So he's way older. But Zubi actually has been doing very well in the Nigeria industry. So I don't know why they should be comparing someone that has been in existence for a long time to someone that just came up on board. So now, what do you think? It's not about what I think now, right? It's the tweets from him. Do you think this is a cyberbullying? Do you think it's cyberbullying, or do you think he's actually just being concerned, or he's just passing on information? What do you guys think?
Okay, so for me, for this tweet from Daniel, right,
Okay.
I don't see it as cyberbullying, and I'll state why. Now, there's been this viral video that has been trending recently this week, where Zubi comes out to say, I can buy Timini, and Timini comes back to say, I can buy Zubi. For whatever reason that's going on, I have no idea, but good luck to that. Now, I have literally read every word on this tweet. It says, Timini isn't a better actor than Zubi Michael.
Yeah.
He's only privileged to have starred in a lot of cinema movies and blockbuster. Zubi literally kills every movie role, but same cannot be said for Timini. And at the end of it, he says, no offense. So, this is just more like his opinion.
You get, because most times he actually even says no offense.
I get. Sorry guys, let me just go to this point.
Sorry.
Now, what is cyberbullying, right? Giving your opinion can also be considered as cyberbullying. However, reading the lines and looking at the intention, this looks more like a response to a trending, to a current trending viral video that is currently happening. And he's putting out his stance to say that he doesn't look at it that way. And if I'm also going to look at that video, I'll say, well, it's not even a matter of age now to me. He can be 40-something age, he can be, Timini can be 20-something for all I care. That really doesn't matter. But when it comes to being a movie blockbuster, right, it means, take a Mercy Johnson, for instance. Give her any role today, she would fit in literally into it. But I've literally looked at Timini's, fine boy Timini. Just some...
Okay, rest of it.
No, I'm not hyping. No, it's not hype. No. This is not hype. This is just me literally. And I'm not dragging him out. I'm really just putting it clear that the guy is too posh to act some certain roles that Zubi can literally slide into. Okay. So you're good at what you do, but there are levels to these things. Let's be very clear and honest with that. There are literally levels to this thing. So whatever Daniel did here, I don't see it as cyberbullying. Okay. What I see it as is him airing his opinion to state his stand as what is currently happening. It's a different thing if he's the one that is bringing out to now say, Timini is better, or Zubi is literally better than Timini. Timini does not have anything. No. But this one, he puts both parties out there and stated where this is better than this, and literally states his point. So that's not cyberbullying to me.
To you, right? How about you, Annie? What do you think?
Just to agree to what Joy said, I mean, like, there is kind of like there is kind of like a thin line, like to like cyberbullying, or like, you know, like having like your opinion or like your comments, like with this whole what Zubi or what Daniel sorry, what Daniel said. I mean, like,
international.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. So obviously, like, it's really not cyberbullying. I mean, because like he did not threaten, he did not harass. I mean, like, what he did was give his honest opinion on a thought. So like, when considering cyberbullying, you need to just really look at like, okay, like, someone has said something, right? Is this person intent? Does this person have like the intent to like threaten you or harass you or attack you? And if not so, then it's just like the person giving like their honest and thoughtful opinion. I mean, like, you may not like it, but like that is like their honest and thoughtful personal opinion.
Love it. So I mean, I think that's actually true, because what you guys just said is the truth. You know, I looked at this. I look at it true, because I had to even check most of his like all of his tweets and all, and most of has the no offense.
But let's not lie, Daniel, they find trouble sometimes.
That's the thing. I don't think that's the thing.
There's a difference. He can be a troublemaker, but he doesn't mean he's a bully.
Do you get?
You know,
so I mean, he
can go and look for trouble and just say something like that. But like, I'm not trying to bully you, but like,
Okay, sorry, So, Oni, so as a, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about your story. But as a victim of cyberbullying, now what is the difference? You literally said that there's a thin line between giving an opinion and then bullying on doing cyberbullying. So what is that thin line? That's my question to you. And number two, what is the difference between I think what's the word you said again just now? That Oh God, Jesus! I'm
Remind
literally
me,
missing my thought.
even I forgot.
I don't understand. I don't know how I forgot my
You like tell me like the exact sentence I
Okay,
said.
so production, I think I need cola. I'll get back to myself. But literally, my first question is, what is that thin line? So that would be aware and know these things. What is that thin line between giving an opinion about something and then doing cyberbullying?
Okay, so I'm gonna use the two examples given today, the one given by God's Beauty and the one given by me. So in God's Beauty's example, I mean like what Daniel did was state his opinion and say that he doesn't feel like Timini is a better actor than Zubi.
Yeah.
And that is like an honest opinion. I mean like he did not come out to like say, oh, Timini, you're a horrible actor. He not like defend his character or like talk about like his acting career.
Yeah.
What he did was just say that, oh, I feel like this person is better than you for whatever reasons he feels like. Okay, and then moving on to like my story, the things that were said. So let me just go back and pull up the whole thing.
Even crumbs. If it's me,
Why would I cram it? Why would you cram something like that? So this girl literally not only attacking, harassing, speaking down on me as a person, as a female, and as a black person in general. I mean, like she goes, you're an annoying, fat black girl that nobody likes. That's obviously an attack or an harassment to my person. And then she goes on to say that I should be harming myself. I mean, like, she's literally giving me suicidal, like, she's threatening me with suicide. She's telling me that I should go kill myself. I mean, that is clearly bullying. I mean, like, if I literally had a weak mind or I wasn't even strong-minded, I promise you, I would have felt so down. I mean, like, that whole sentence could have, like, altered my entire life. What if I was really weak to the point of where, like, okay, like, I got really hurt and then I actually, like, you know, harmed myself or did something worse. So yeah, you could clearly tell when someone is intending to hurt you and hurt your feelings from when someone is just trying to state their opinion on something. Like, it's a thin line, but like you could definitely tell between the both.
Yeah,
so
I think that's it. I mean, that's literally why I brought the whole Daniel thing, because somehow I just feel like he's aiming out his point. But majority of us think he's actually dragging these people. You know, I mean, even down to, I think there was a song where Ara Star sang one time. He literally said his honest opinion. In short, he does that for everybody that is a celebrity. He does that for everybody that is a celebrity. Once you're out there, he just brings it up to you that this one, you know, draw away. Sometimes you hear him say something like, "What kind of music is this one? Does this person know?" You know, and somehow some people actually say it wrongly, but I think he's actually just aiming out his honest opinion. So on this, we're going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue to shake this table. Please stay with us.
Yeah, I feel like the strict parenting, especially in this country, comes from like cultural beliefs. And obviously, you know how parents, more so, I'm gonna say most parents, but majority of parents literally are focused on what other people have to say about their child or what other people think about their parenting skills. So I feel like most people, most parents are living up to the expectations of other people, but not to the expectations of their own child, or to trying to understand and nurture and learn from your child, because you could actually learn from your child as a parent. Like, you need to honestly like sit down and understand and just like try and communicate with your kids, because when you have that relationship, I promise you, there's nothing in this world that, you know, you can't go to your parents to for help and like they won't be there for you.
Thanks for staying with us. So still on the cyberbully thing, or the cyberbully matter, which of them? So yes, I want to ask, right? But before I even ask you, Ernie, about how you actually became better, you know, with the whole, how you affected, like how the whole cyberbully thing affected you and how you're able to recover. So there are most people out there that are actually in the same position as you are right now would know how to, no, not how you are right now, but how you before, right? Because now I know for sure you're better. So they would be able to learn. But before, like I said, before we even ask you, let's talk about Frank Edoho, the broadcaster for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He was do you watch that show?
No, I did.
Because now that you're international.
I know. No. It doesn't mean I'm not tied back to my roots.
Let's catch our national theme. What's the theme song?
I don't even know.
I should want to know that.
I can't
even
remember.
me, I can't remember.
Bam, bam, bam,
Okay, yes. I get it.
I don't remember that, but I did watch it.
Okay, yes, right. Speaking of Frank Edoho, now there are certain people that actually come for him. You know, like this normal cyberbully.
Yeah.
And instead of him to, you know, majority of people would actually just stay back once people come for them. Do you get? Once somebody just comes for them, you see them just go back. But nah, that's not Frank Edoho. What he will do, he will come for you. Let me read one to it. So there's this one where somebody said, who remember every time let's take a break, but bro took one and never returned. So I think it was one of his, somebody was just trying to refer back to his, during that time that he was doing the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and all of that. And guess what he told the person? He said, it's returned. With grammar like that, you couldn't have even won 5,000 on the program. You see how he just came for the person? The person spoke, the person was supposed to have said, but bro took one and never returned. But the person has said return. So he not made the person, you know, you want to refer me back. Let me refer you back to that it is not returned, it is returned. In other words, with a grammar like that, you couldn't have won even 5,000 naira on the program. Hey, that one entered me. So like the way he comes for them, he doesn't stay quiet. Once you have something bad to say about him, it comes for you like it comes for you direct. So which is what I'm like. I want to ask the question back to you now. How, of course, it has definitely affected you, right? So we don't know the like how costly it was, like how it went bad to you, but we want to know how you recovered from it. Because I mean, obviously, Frank Edoho, for every person that actually carry him, if you refer him, he will refer you to. Do you get? He comes for you. Once you come for him, it gives it back to you. So if you're bringing an A, he's bringing an ABC straight. You know, I was watching one of his videos, and the way he was saying it plain. He said, if you come, he said according to him, he's no longer saying it as going for people. He's not seeing it as fun. So tell us how you recovered and all of those things.
Baby, I was always good.
I
was always good. Things that I am a Frank, probably even worse.
Right.
Things that my whole evolution story, like my whole life story, literally has to do with bullying and cyberbullying. I mean, like, you see how, like I said, you actually have to be strong-minded, right? You see how people would get bullied and like be affected. I feed off that. That's how I grow. That's how I get better. I'm the type of person that I mean, like, you could come online and say what you want to say, but like, baby, it would literally never get to me. Like that story I just told you, you can see like the whole screenshots here. You can only see what she said, right? And I told you, she literally ended up in a mental asylum. What about what I said?
Wow.
What about what I said? You would never see that. I would come clean and correct, and I would land it where it needs to stick. stick it where it needs to land it where it needs to stick.
Stick and land. Let's just
Stick and land. You get it? So things
get
are
it.
like, with me, it was like all throughout my life, like back from when I was a kid up until even about last year, I was always bullied. But my bullying stories literally became like my villain stories. I mean, like I fed off it, I grew off it, I used those stories to like better myself. I never let it be like the reason why. Okay, yeah, I never let my bullying stories be a reason for me not to be the person I want to be, or be who I want to be. I always let my bullying stories actually push me to be the person I want to be. So things like with me, like you could say what you want to say. You could bully me as much as you want to, but I promise you, it's not on one ear out the other. This stuff. It's not even entering my body, and I promise you, I am gonna come off it way better than ever. And that has always just been my story. I mean, it doesn't get to me. But like for some other people on the other spectrum, I would say, I mean, bullies are always going to be bullies, and you just can't let that sort of thing honestly affect you or affect your mental health or affect your person. Because I mean, people will always say what they want to say to hurt you, to make you feel less of yourself. But like, you just have to have that strong mentality that, okay, like, this is just that person's thought. I mean, like, that person could think what they want to think, but I'm going to do me regardless and be cool with it. So it's whatever.
That's a nice one. Wrapping up, Joy, what would you tell people out there suffering from cyberbullying?
So,
how can they recover from it?
So, right, for me, I think that cyberbullying awareness is something that is missing, especially within the Nigerian youth space. And I don't just say things for saying sake. I say things with fact. And my fact says that there was this survey that was carried out in most Nigerian universities among Nigerian youth. And the survey reports that about 57% of Nigerian youth have no idea of what cyberbullying is.
Real.
So most of the times, these things are just done out of ignorance, and when something is done out of ignorance, its repercussion is of immense gravity, right? So we need to create more awareness of what cyberbullying is. Like shows like these, platforms like these, we come to educate what cyberbullying is and the perils that comes with it. Maybe you don't know, but you need to understand that by the time you do cyberbullying to somebody, Ditch Label in 2022 did say that a person who is cyberbullied suffers 37% social anxiety, 36% depression, 24% suicidal thought, 23% self-harm, 12% developing antisocial behavior, 10% developing eating disorder, and 10% running from home. So calculate that. Imagine the number of negativity you're installing on one person.
She came in with the numbers and with
Do
the
you get...
So maybe that's why I said most of the times
yeah.
they do it for fun. Take Alex Iwobi for example.
Okay.
They bullied that guy, but a majority of it was basically for the fun. It was just because the guy was not... and I'll ask them, if they put you on that picture, you will play like him. Will you even be able to play like that? We just sit back and because we are seeing the screen, we can, no, you don't do well, no. You don't know how it is detriment to the person's emotions. And right now in Nigeria, emotions are flying here and there. So we really need to be careful of the kind of words we say and how we put it. Try to understand the person you're talking to before, even if it's not cyber, even if it's not on the online space, it's physical. Understand the emotion of the person you're speaking to before you start speaking, so you don't end up hurting somebody, because again, emotions are flying here and there in this current state in Nigeria. So the more we get aware with cyberbullying, I think the more it will help us a lot in the Nigerian space.
That's a nice one. Oni, you want to say something?
Just to add to what Joyce said, or just in general, I also want people to understand that the reason why people also do cyberbully, bully, maybe because like they have like, you know, mental health issues, going through depression, anxiety, and just being neglected at home. So I mean, like, they're all like there are different angles and different like spectrums.
Should they be
like
justified for? Should they be justified for their reasons?
No. I'm not saying it should be justified.
Okay.
But I'm saying that like some of these reasons, honestly, or some of like these behaviors, honestly, start from within the home. That's what I'm trying to honestly just say from the whole thing. So that's it.
All right, Joy said she has something to say. Please turn.
So I want to also come back to another space, right? She did say that majority of them come because of mental disorder, and so I'll give you stories where it was not mental disorder. It's wait, I'm coming. I know.
It could be a bunch of other things.
Obviously, yes. I guess, but
No, I
you
think you
mentioned
missed my point.
mental health and disorder
No,
to the
yes,
audience.
I'm saying that some of these
I
problems start from
know,
within the home.
I get it, but I want
Okay.
to bring another thing to our viewers so that they know that, see, your close friends are your major target points of cyberbullying.
I mean that one too. That
In
one
Nigeria,
too.
Okay.
as reported by the Sun newspaper, there was a Jessica Adebayo who was a fashion designer. She was cyberbullied by her closest friend, and it got her into a trauma that till now, as I speak till now, this report was done as of last year, 2023. She's still battling with it. She has not healed yet. There's a Chukwudi Oti who was an introvert person, but because he just came onto the online space and he's a business person, his close friend had to like put him out there with several different Facebook accounts saying that he defrauded people of scam of 700,000 naira simply because his friend asked him of 500,000 naira and he refused to give. So that became a cyberbullying strategy for his friend, and he dealt severely with Chukwudi Oti. There are so many numerous examples I can give to say that our close friends are our biggest targets of cyberbullying. So, as we always review in 48 Laws of Power, conceal your intention. It's not everything you spill out. You don't say everything out. Even if the person is sleeping with you on the same bed, you don't spill everything out. Don't trust the next person beside you so we don't hear suicidal thoughts. That's my own. Thank you very
Not
much.
just conceal your intentions, but keep your enemies closer than your friends. That's
Thank you.
also in the
That's part of
48
the
law of
48 laws
power.
of power.
You need to.
Adding up to what they just said, right? It is not just bringing them closer. Use your enemies. I've said that a lot of times.
Literally.
You know, I hear when you're talking about the whole thing the lady said, the girl
Yeah.
with the question said. See, I'm a person that, it's not like I won't listen to you, but I'll make you believe that I'm not listening to you, because silence is the best answer for a fool. Right?
And
But
that's
that,
a period.
but that doesn't mean I wasn't listening to you.
Or that I'm
Do you get?
stupid.
So I was listening to you, and I know what I would go home. I'll do the processing. I love people. I love critics, whether positive, whether negative.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
But
And trust me,
Yeah.
constructive. But trust me when I say I won't put it to you that this one enter me. Nah. I'm
See,
from
just-
Madrigal, I'm sorry. You're crazy, man.
Just like what
You
you
will say
said.
it, yeah.
Like you said, on that whole news thing, like I said, silence is the best answer, because you can only see what the girl said and what happened to the girl,
You see
but
it.
you never knew what happened to me or what I said or how the girl even ended up being in a mental asylum.
But then
Yeah.
Silence, you just
It's
chill with
important.
But
silence.
then again, see, you are saying that yes, so people have the energy, they have the thick skin to swallow
some
it.
don't.
Some don't.
I
Those
know
people,
that.
Like, I was really
I-
shocked when I
know
literally
that.
saw that Alex had to go to his Instagram page and remove. I'm like, I
Yeah.
thought you were a guy, but see, it's not about the gender. No,
That
that's
has
not
nothing to
coming.
do with
It's
it.
not about the gender. Some people don't have that thick skin
No,
to swallow
real,
emotion.
real.
So we need to be very careful, please. We really
We
need to
do.
be careful.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've actually heard from my beautiful ladies. I feel like cyberbullying is something that cannot be overemphasized, because there are certain people that get hurt, regardless of whether you, even when you have thick skin, you go try and enter you. Now, when you go tell yourself, yeah,
Abeg,
this will enter me.
Actually, Joe.
But yeah, I mean,
You know?
if you're fully out there, stop it. I'm watching
Stop
you.
it.
Stop
and I'll
it.
come
We're
find you.
tracking you.
I'll come find
We
you.
will drag you
See
on this table,
trackers.
but this is not-
I
this is not
personally
the
will
online
drag
space.
you.
What are you
Across
saying
the
out there? This is Wednesday
pond.
Breakfast. What are you saying? Stop bullying.
So, yes, I mean, stop bullying, because I don't know why I've been laughing so much. These niggas.
When they drag you, you will see how you be laughing and you be crying.
No. See, yeah, the truth is, no matter who is bringing on the gun, shoot it. Shoot it! See, I am Please, shoot it! Do you know why? Do you know why? Because I'm actually a naked wire. It won't get to me. That's a joke. That's a joke. You didn't get it.
No.
You didn't get it.
No, we don't want to guess. Even though I guess, but I don't want to guess.
Niggas.
Whoever holds the gun,
Shoot it. Imagine that I'm completely,
I am
holding the
actually
gun.
Yeah.
It would get
I
to
will
me.
shoot it.
It would get to
She's
me.
bulletproof.
Do you get bulletproof? They
Sure.
would get to me.
No,
So
they
shoot
don't
it.
know.
Very women,
Fire away,
very
fire
woman.
away.
It would get to me.
Mary woman,
titanium.
Oh my God, I'm very
She's
sure
titanium.
you're actually enjoying this conversation, because trust me, I am. And that's the truth. I feel like, see, everybody should just have the same energy I have, right? Of course it will get to you, but use what you're saying against them. Just try to be better, and trust me, it won't get to you. So, right?
Bullying. You must not do it. So
Yeah, which is actually normal.
You know what's more painful to a bully? Ignoring that act.
Period. So yes, we'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be diving straight to book review. Stay with us.
You really don't want to start a journey and
Okay.
then people you love or your parents make you feel like embarking on that journey will be a waste of your time. I mean, that's very discouraging, first of all. On the other hand, we have parents that would support, and I feel like Nigerian parents will only support if they see something coming out of it. It's tough having Nigerian parents and strict parents.
Wow.
And trying to pursue your own dream
I get.
instead of their own dream.
Yeah.
But I feel like most parents,
That's it basically.
I feel like the people we call strict parents are the people that give birth to you and already have a plan set out for you.
Man.
For your whole future, right?
For your whole future.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm super excited. This is the book review segment. So you already know what the book would reviewing, right? The 48 Laws of Power, which is actually authored by Robert Greene. So yes, you already know again that it is a New York Times bestseller, and it has actually been sold for more than 1.3 billion. You know? So yes, I'll be on the law. You already know, like, we have 48 laws. And guess what? We've actually talked about 9 laws.
Yep.
Already.
On to the 10th,
9 laws.
the 13th.
So yes,
We'll
I'll be
keep
taking
talking.
care of the 10th law, which says avoid unhappy and unlucky. It is an unlucky, yeah. Now, let me actually explain this in full detail so everybody understand. Emotional states of mind are infectious and can draw misfortune to you. Spending time with infectors can bring you guilt by association. Now, what this place is saying is, don't stay around people that are always sad. Don't stay around people that are always unlucky. Don't stay around people that are always unhappy. That's the truth. Because if you are in a particular place where or if you're always talking to somebody that is not always happy, that has nothing exciting to actually talk about. Every time the person is always frowning or, murmuring and all of those things. Me personally, I literally will stay close to you. But you know what? I think my energy can be very contagious. So once you're around me, you actually feel my energy. Do you get? Even if you're sad, you would literally have to smile at the end of the day. So I can't relate 100%, right? But Robert Greene is actually telling us now that avoid staying with those kind of people, because trust me, it will actually now drain your own energy. So since I'm the lady vibe, you already know I'm the lady vibe, so I have more than 100% of vibes in me, so it's easy for me to actually pass on vibes. So, but people that are not like that, it is just important that you don't stay close to those people, so that because instead of you now to be, when two people are excited about something, you guys have a whole lot of things to say. But when you guys are not sad, there's no communication pass, there's no intelligence pass, there's no smartness pass. On a 2 just day, trust me, you will actually be you'll not just be drained emotionally, but you'll be drained brainly too. So it is important. All right, Oni, let's hear your law.
Hello, Lovey. So I'll be moving on to the 11th law, which states, learn to keep people dependent on you. So pretty much, what this is trying to say is if people depend on you, you will have more freedom. And that's to say that the more important the thing people depend on you for is, the more power you have. And what you need to remember is that you need to remember to never teach people enough so that they can never stop coming to you for the thing they want. And that will just always keep you in a place of, power. So it's something that I've honestly learned. Because when someone is dependent on you for something, you kind of like have like control over like that person, or over like, you know, just being able to like do certain things, like get certain things from that person. So it's always kind of like really smart to just make sure that you keep people just dependent on you, so like they always come back to you, and like you're always like in that place of power and like high class.
That's a cool one. Joy, let's hear your law.
All right, still in the 48 laws of power, I'll be reviewing Law 12 that states use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Now, the law states that one sincere and honest move will move and cover dozens of dishonest ones. Open-hearted gestures of honesty and generosity bring down the guard of even the most suspicious people. Once your selective honesty opens a hole in their armor, you can bring them at will, and they will serve the same purpose just like you want to do. Now, how this story applies to me is in two different angles. And number one, I'd like to start with our political leaders. Guess what? Those guys have still remained in the space of power because why? When it comes to the time of election, you see one free bag of rice, you see 12 kilograms of oil. They're always giving out things, right, to get their attention and to draw people to their space. And at the end of the day, all of you, excluding me, will still go back and put them in the space of power. So they are using the law, they are using the 12th law of the 48 laws of power to put themselves back in that space of power. And also, late Herbert Wigwe, God bless his soul, may he rest in peace. You could say that that guy is very powerful, even in the space of death. I was listening to his tribute, and he did, and one of the top workers in Access Bank did say that after his death, she reluctantly had to make a call to close a deal of 500 billion naira. And guess what? That deal that was pending got signed instantly. And she said Herbert is still signing deal in death. And that's because the guy was very generous. You've heard so many numerous generous stories he has said, how he pays the choir and stuff like that. I don't want to read all the story. I'm sure you know that. So let's be more liberal. Let's be more generous, especially in this space. It will help a lot keep you in the space and close time of power. Thank you.
So yes, you've literally heard a lot. Today I've actually been an exciting one. Before I go bite my mouth. It has actually been an exciting one, starting from the news review down to the book review. So yes, I know for sure that you've actually enjoyed today, just like me and my buddies have. And for sure, we'll be seeing you tomorrow at the same time, same place, same person, same individual, you know. So yes, till tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.